What's up, YouTube? It's your boy, it's your homie, FuturisticMike, and I'm back with another For Life video if you're new. Now, this is going to be the review and recap for For Life Season 2, Episode 1. If you're a fan of For Life, if you love For Life, hit the like on this video. If you're new to my channel and this is the first time you're finding me, subscribe and turn on those post notifications so when I post videos on For Life, you get them. Now, the second season started off from where the first season left off. Aaron was left in the courtyard trying to decide what he's gonna do because Maskins offered him clemency. You know, he doesn't know if he wants to do that. So then we see what happens with that. And I'm just gonna say right away, man, I'm so happy because our boy, Aaron Wallace, finally gets out of prison in this episode. And this was the least thing I was expecting in this episode. I did not expect this to go down. I thought he was going to get out of prison maybe like halfway through the season, and this dude got out in the first episode, so it's going to be an interesting second season. But let's talk about the events that happened in this episode. Now, after it shows Aaron in the courtyard, it shows this punk-ass dude Hunt, you know, the warden. He's doing corrupt things, he's talking to Maskins, and he's trying to sabotage Aaron's case. He's putting listening devices all around the prison. Then we see Aaron meeting up with Marie. One of Aaron's best buddies is meeting as well, Henry. This dude Henry has been on Aaron's side since the very beginning. Aaron's trying to decide if he wants to take that deal with the clemency or not. He's talking about it with Marie, and Marie doesn't think he should take it, you know, because he's worked for a lot when he's been in prison. He's worked for a lot to become a lawyer, and she doesn't want him to just throw that all away, because if he takes this deal, he's gonna have to get out of prison, and he's not gonna be able to practice law or do anything that he wants to do. Next, we see Aaron talking to the guard, Huey, and he's asking if he can see Jamal, and the guard says he'll see what he can do. So next, we see Aaron, he's visiting Jamal. Jamal's still laid up in a bed, you know, he's still recovering from his injuries, and Aaron is telling him about everything that's going on. He shows him a picture of his grandchild, and Jamal is a good friend. He's telling him, like, look, you need to handle your business, you need to get out of here, you need to take that deal. But Aaron is not so sure that's what he wants to do. I really love Jamal and Aaron's friendship. You know, this was the closest dude to Aaron in prison. Next, we get to O'Reilly, Henry, and Aaron. You know, Aaron's thinking about signing the deal. So he comes in the room and he's just getting ready to sign it. And then punk-ass Hunt, he says, are you sure your wife is still gonna respect you? And this makes Aaron think twice about the deal. He decides not to do it. He says he needs a couple more days to think on it. Then we see O'Reilly. He goes and visits Maskins, and he's kind of getting sick of the BS. I think he's kind of starting to believe that Aaron Wallace is innocent. I don't think he believes that Aaron did this anymore. We seen in the first season that O'Reilly was really on Aaron, and O'Reilly was really trying to keep Aaron behind bars for something he didn't do. You know, most of it was Maskins, but I feel like O'Reilly really did believe that he was guilty. And now he's starting to believe that Aaron is innocent, and Maskins is just trying to talk him into doing more dirty things. So we get to Sophia talking to Henry on the phone, and Henry's telling her about what Hunt's doing, recording Aaron's conversations and everything that he's doing. So Sophia is gonna be trying to help. And this is what she always does. She always tries to help Aaron, and I really love that about her. Then next we get to Aaron talking to Nathan, and he's asking him for a favor. He's pretty much asking Nathan to do him a favor and say that he got attacked or something like that. And of course, Nathan is gonna say yes to this because Aaron really helped him out with his case. Now next we get to the guard that was listening next to Hunt when he was in the security room. She's talking to Sophia, and Sophia is telling her what's going on, how Hunt is recording everything. And of course, you know, she asked for the guard's help. Next, we see punk-ass Hunt, and he's on the phone with Maskins, and Maskins is telling him to delete all the footage that he has, you know, so there's no evidence on what they're doing. Then we get to O'Reilly and Maskins again, and they're having another conversation, and of course, O'Reilly, he's just not with Maskins anymore. You can tell he wants out of this. Next, we get to Marie telling Jasmine that she has to go and talk to O'Reilly about some things, and she might get arrested, and she's just warning Jasmine what could happen. So Marie goes to the office and she's talking to O'Reilly with Henry at her side. And then here comes Maskins. He comes in with a folder. He gives it to O'Reilly, and then O'Reilly sits down and he explains exactly what was in that folder. He says to Marie, were you aware that when you went to go visit your husband, that note was forged or something like that? Because if you guys remember in the first season, at the very beginning of the season, there was a forged note. And they're still trying to bring this up, and it's really pissing me off. Now next we get to Aaron. He's on the bus and he's talking to this guard. And this guard is really cool, man. This guard wasn't always cool with Aaron, but now he is. He sees how good of a person Aaron is, and he knows that Aaron did not do this. Now next we see Aaron. He's all dressed up. He asks Marie if she can pull out her phone because he wants to record something. So he's recording something to his old friend Mikey, you know, one of the people that was responsible for him going to prison in the first place. He's making a video to ask Mikey if he can please rethink what he said to the court. He wants him to tell the truth because he said he did the last 9 years for him, and can he please come clean? Honestly, if Mikey wouldn't have said what he said in the first place all them years ago, Aaron might have not got locked up in the first place. He should have just told the truth from the get-go. I know he was scared and everything. He didn't know what to say, but he didn't have to throw his own friend under the bus. That just wasn't right. So at this point in the episode, I'm thinking to myself, like, hopefully this dude does come clean and he tells the whole story. Then next we get to Jamal. He's in the courtyard and he's talking to Bobby. They're talking about Aaron and how his debt isn't paid because everybody knows that Aaron might be getting out of jail. So they just want Aaron to pay his debt. Then it shows Aaron, he's in his cell sleeping, and the guard comes in, Huey. He comes to get Aaron, and he says that Jamal wants to see him. And Aaron's thinking to himself, like, how did Jamal get out? And then Huey told him that Jamal got out earlier that day. So then he follows the guard. He goes into this room, and he sees Bobby, and then a whole bunch of inmates come in, and they give Aaron a beating. And this is pretty much their way of saying Aaron's debt is paid. And then here comes Jamal. Jamal walks in and he's like, man, look, it is what it is. You know, that had to happen. You know, you owed them something. And he's like, now since they gave you that beating, you're even. And Aaron's like, man, I had another way. It didn't have to come to me getting a beating. And the guard's just looking like it is what it is. So next we see Huey. He's in the control room and he's talking to Hunt, punk ass Hunt. I'm gonna keep saying that throughout the episode because this dude is such a punk ass bitch. I hate this dude in the show, man. He's so corrupt, just like Maskins. But anyways, Huey goes over to Hunt and threatens him and says, you know, you're gonna do this, you're gonna do that, or else, because I got proof. So then Aaron meets with Hunt and he's pretty much telling him how things are gonna go. He's like, look, I got proof of you deleting things you're not supposed to be deleting. I got proof that you're in on things with Maskins. So you're going to do this and you're going to do that or else. He said he wants Maskins on a platter. So he's going to try to have Hunt flip on Maskins. And I'm going to tell y'all what happened with that in a minute. Now, next we get to Mikey. And I guess he's responding to what Aaron said. And we can see in this video, he's saying that, you know, Aaron was not in control of everything. He was not a drug kingpin. He's saying that he just said what he said all those years ago because he was coerced to do so. And he was forced by the DA. He said he should have told the truth a long time ago, but he felt like he had no choice but to do what he did. And then Henry shows General Burke this video of Maskins talking to Aaron, telling him to take the clemency, and you can't really hear it all that well, but Henry says if you listen closely, you can hear Maskins pretty much threatening Aaron, saying that he'll take down him and his entire family and everything. So General Burke is just looking like, oh my god, are you serious? So he knows that Maskins is dirty as hell. Next we see Maskins and O'Reilly meeting with Burke, and he's telling Maskins like, look dude, people got so much evidence on you. You know, there's proof of you deleting stuff. There's proof of you recording things in the prison with Hunt. And there's all types of proof of you doing everything. He said, we got a video of you and Aaron in the yard and you're threatening him and all types of stuff. And Maskins is just looking salty. He's looking so upset that he finally got caught. So General Burke is basically telling him to step down from his position or this will get so much worse. And O'Reilly must have said some things against Maskins too, because there's no way some people would know some of the things they did if it wasn't for O'Reilly speaking up. So Maskins looks at O'Reilly like, really? That's what this is? That's what y'all doing? And O'Reilly doesn't care that Maskins is getting in trouble because he's going to be taking his spot, so he doesn't care at all. Now next we see Henry, Marie, Jasmine, and Ronnie, and the baby. They're all sitting at home, and they see on the TV that Maskins is saying on a news conference that he's stepping down from his position. He's taking some time to take care of his family and do other things, but we really know why he's doing this. Bitch ass Maskins is finally out of there, and O'Reilly and General Burke are gonna take over. They're gonna be the ones in charge. So then next we see O'Reilly meeting up with Aaron, and he's giving him some papers to sign. And you know, he's in charge, so he makes the rules now. And he sees that it's only right for Aaron to get out of prison and still practice law. So he's still gonna be a lawyer. You know, he's gonna be able to get a good job if he ever needs to do anything besides being a lawyer in the future. He's gonna be able to do all these things and not have the drug kingpin charge on his record. So Aaron is really, really happy, and he signs the piece of paper. So this means that he's gonna be a free man. And then Aaron says to O'Reilly, like, look, the things that have been happening in the DA for the past however many years have to stop. Like, you have to do better. And O'Reilly just looks at him like, yes, you're right, and he just walks out. And we see Aaron and Henry touch hands, and they're so damn happy, man. Henry has been a ride or die friend for Aaron ever since the beginning of this show. You know, these two are like best buddies, and I love seeing this. I can't wait for the rest of the season to see these two relationship outside of him being in prison. I cannot wait for it. Now next we see Jamal come in the prisoner rep room to talk to Aaron, and this is pretty much him saying his goodbyes. And Aaron is saying, this is not the end for you. I'm gonna be taking your case. I'm gonna be your lawyer outside of here. So we're gonna fight to bring you home. And Jamal is so happy to hear him say that. And these two hug, and they seem like they're gonna cry. And this is just a sad, beautiful moment because Aaron is getting out of prison. This is just a bittersweet moment right here. We've all been waiting for this moment since the very beginning of this show. We seen that Aaron was locked up for something he didn't do, and we felt so bad for this character. And now that he's finally getting out of prison, man, that's the best feeling ever. Even though this is just a show, you can still feel for these characters so much, and you really feel for them because this is inspired by a true story. Isaac Wright Jr., this is inspired by that, so it's like this really did happen, and I feel for these characters, I really do. Before Aaron leaves the office, he looks back like, man, this is really it. He has his box of his things, and he's walking out of there. And he left a note underneath the prisoner rep sign, and it says, never stop fighting. And that's something all the prisoners in there need to hear, you know, because there's a lot of people in there that haven't done what they're accused of. So that's a good message. Never stop fighting. Hopefully that gives them some motivation to go on each day. And Aaron is such a good person, man. He cares about everybody. Then it shows Aaron walking out with his things, and everybody's happy. They're all sticking their hands out of their cell. They're trying to dap Aaron up and stuff. They're all so happy for him because they know his journey. They know what he's been through. Then next, we see Nathan, and he's looking through the cell like, yes, this is it. Don't forget me. Aaron's like, you know I won't forget you. These aren't the things that they said, but just based off their looks, that's what you can tell they were thinking. Then we see Aaron walk by Hassan, and Hassan is just looking at him like, man, get on out of here. Seriously, get on out of here. You done spent enough time here. Go get your life back. So then we see Aaron walking in the yard inside the fence, and these are really his final moments. These are literally his final moments inside of this place. So then he finally gets outside of those gates, and Sophia's there. Of course she is, because she's also been a ride or die just like Henry. She's done everything she could to possibly help Aaron get out of there. And now it finally happened. And some of this is honestly because of her. Because of the work that she's done, it has helped Aaron in so many ways. She's standing outside of there and she's happy as hell. You know, Aaron is like, I appreciate every single thing you've done for me in the past couple weeks. And she's like, you know, I got you. And then we see Marie pull up, and this is such a beautiful moment. You know, Marie gets out the car like, oh my God, you're really home. The two of them hug, and we see the prison in the background. And we just know that Aaron will not be going back there. He's going to be on probation because they said he has to be on probation for like 3 years. But it is what it is. If I was in this situation, I would definitely take probation for 3 years rather than being in that place. Then before Aaron gets in the car, he just looks at the prison and he just stares. He's probably thinking to himself like, man, this has been a long 9 years. I think it's been like 9 years, maybe it's been more, but that's what he's probably thinking to himself. He's like, man, I really spent the last 9 years of my life in this place. This place was really my home, and it's just so surreal. You know, it's so unbelievable. He can't believe that he's finally going home. That's why he's just staring the way he is. He just can't believe it. It's going to be interesting to see what happens from here on out with Aaron. But Sophia just looks at him and gives him that smile. And then Aaron gets in the car and he drives off with Marie. I seriously can't wait to see what his life's going to be like outside of prison. We know he's going to have a good life. He's going to make up for all the time he lost with his wife, his daughter, and now he's going to have a lot of time with his grandchild. I just wonder if Darius is going to pop up and he's going to try to be part of the picture. You know, Aaron is definitely not going to be able to forgive him so easily, but we're going to see if he can do that. But I can't wait to see what Aaron's life is going to be like. We know that he's going to be helping inmates because he's still going to be a lawyer. So he's still going to have to come to the prison. He's going to have to go to court, and he's going to have to do what he has to do to get these inmates out. It's going to be interesting to see him living his life outside of those walls and still helping people, still being a lawyer. It's just going to be so crazy to see. It's going to be interesting, and I really can't wait, man. I don't know how many episodes this season's going to be. I have a feeling that it's going to be shorter. It's going to be a shorter season because he's already out of prison. On IMDb, it only says there's 4 episodes as of right now. I know there's probably more than that. I just don't think there will be 13 this season. There still could be, you never know, but we just gotta wait and see. But this was a great episode. I enjoyed it so much, and I teared up so many times throughout the episode. This was such a sad episode, but in a good way though. But I'm really happy for Aaron, man. I'm happy he finally got out of there. We're gonna see him build his relationships with his family, and I just can't wait. What did you guys think of this first episode? Did you like it? How can you not like it though? But yeah, what did you guys think of it? What do you think's gonna happen for the rest of the season? Comment everything down below. Keep supporting your boy, and I'll be continuing to bring y'all for life content in the future. Make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe, and smash that notification bell so you can never miss a video. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Let me get out of here, y'all. It's your boy FuturisticMike, and I'll talk to y'all in the next one. I'm out. Peace.